Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, police searching for woman after man shot and killed in Oracabessa. Police are searching for the female companion of a man who was shot and killed after leaving a round-robin event in Oracabessa, St. Mary. The woman reportedly fled the scene during the incident. Reports are that around 3:50 a.m., the couple was walking on the Springhead Main Road in Oracabessa after leaving a round-robin event at a bar when they were ambushed. The man was reportedly robbed of jewelry and money before assailants fired several shots, hitting him in the head and upper body. It is still unclear whether the female companion was injured. Upon the arrival of the police, they found the man lying face down on the road. He was taken to Puerto Maria Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. His identity has not yet been confirmed. The police are now seeking the whereabouts of the female companion. The St. Mary Criminal Investigation Bureau is investigating. Body found believed to be that of missing telecoms worker, says the police. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has reported a major breakthrough in its probe of the mysterious disappearance of a Kingston-based telecommunications company employee. Investigators say the decomposing body seen in a barrel on Industrial Terrace last week may be that of missing Digicel employee Mr. Walker of a Vineyard Town address was reported missing on February 2 by close relatives. A high-level probe was later launched. The news understands that the Kingston Eastern detectives conducted several interviews with individuals investigators believe could have assisted them with information on the disappearance of Mr. Walker. Director of Investigations at the Criminal Investigation Branch, Superintendent Derek Champagny, says following that exercise, investigators began pursuing several leads. Superintendent Champagny says due to the state of the torso, investigators are unable to say definitively whether it is that of the missing Digicel employee. Superintendent Champagny said an investigating team led by crime officer at the Kingston Eastern Division, Assistant Superintendent Keaton Barrett, acted on several leads. In a new development, Superintendent Champagny said investigators visited a section of the Kingston Police Division for further clues. The senior crime fighter says investigators are urging members of the public to help locate the two men deemed persons of interest in the ongoing probe. Superintendent Champagny cited robbery as one possible motive for Mr. Walker's disappearance. It is understood that Mr. Walker operated a car rental business. 4 Jamaicans arrested for lottery scam in Alabama. 4 Jamaican nationals who are implicated in a lottery scam that fleeced the elderly of thousands of US dollars have been arrested in Baldwin, Alabama, in the United States. Peter Walcott, Malik Chambers, Romario Nemard, and Jermaine Smith were arrested on Friday. 6 more Jamaican suspects have been identified. The FBI says the suspects stole more than US $200,000 from dozens of victims across the country. Parker Still, acting assistant special agent in charge of the FBI's office in Mobile, Alabama, says the crime syndicate, Jamaican Knights, consisted primarily of Jamaican nationals who were illegal immigrants. According to the affidavit, a FedEx shipping center in Mobile intercepted cash deliveries from elderly victims in February 2023. Victims were told they won the lotto and needed to pay taxes in the form of cash shipments in order to receive their prize. Mr. Still says that the FBI has identified more than 75 victims, primarily elderly persons, throughout the United States. Shipments were sent to addresses in Foley, Gulf Shores, and Orange Beach. The affidavit states that portions of the stolen cash were withdrawn at ATMs in and around Westmoreland, Jamaica. According to the affidavit, more than $180,000 has been intercepted and recovered from various addresses linked to the suspects, most of which has been returned to the victims. According to the affidavit, Mr. Chambers is in the United States illegally with a temporary B1, B2 visa that expires August 27th. The visas held by Mr. Smith, Mr. Walcott, and Mr. Nemard have expired. Mr. Chambers, Mr. Smith, and Mr. Nemard had their initial appearance in federal court Friday and were ordered kept in custody pending a detention hearing. Royal Pines residents cry foul. Scores of homeowners and prospective applicants for units in the Royal Pines housing development in Portmore St. Catherine are calling for the Real Estate Board and municipal authorities to assist with numerous issues plaguing the development. Royal Pines development is located near Newlands. The homeowners are accusing the developer of reneging on his promise to address the litany of woes. The problems highlighted by the residents include inadequate security, an absence of street lights, and the bush overgrowth. Marlene Mitchell, a returned resident and retiree, told the news that water woes plague scores of homeowners as they are yet to be provided with individual bills. It's understood that the developer is yet to regularize the connection for the housing development. Another resident who requested anonymity outlined various security concerns. The homeowner, who has been residing in the development since 2023, says residents, mainly females, are fearful of the current security arrangements. The news attempted to make contact with the developer on the weekend. However, calls to his mobile phone were met with voice recordings. Meanwhile, the news understands that residents are preparing to take legal action against the developer. A source revealed that representatives have made contact with a prominent lawyer who has formally consented to assist them through the filing of a court injunction. Fire destroys a two-bedroom house in Cockburn Gardens. A two-bedroom house in Cockburn Gardens, St. Andrew, was gutted by fire on Saturday night. Youth advocate Akeef Nugent, who resides in the same yard where the fire occurred, said he was shocked to see the flames engulf the structure, but praised the quick response of the Jamaica Fire Brigade and the local community members who helped to prevent the fire from spreading further. The fire brigade was on point, they were on time, and I thank them for their service. Persons in the community were here helping to put out the fire, and I do thank them also, Nugent said. If it wasn't for the quick response of the fire team, all the houses in this yard, including my house, would have been flat, he added. He further made a heartfelt plea for support for the fire victims, saying they have lost everything they have lost, nothing is saved. JCF probes viral videos of naked TikToker allegedly taken during police operation. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says it is investigating photos and videos circulating on social media showing a popular TikToker nude allegedly taken by officers during an operation at a private premises. In a statement on Sunday, the JCF said it was aware of the allegations, particularly claims of the unauthorized recording and the distribution of a female occupant in a compromising position. Noting that it takes such allegations seriously, the JCF said an investigation has been launched by the Criminal Investigation Branch and the Inspectorate and the Professional Oversight Bureau to determine the facts surrounding this incident. The JCF is committed to maintaining the highest standards of professionalism and integrity. Any conduct that falls short of these standards will be addressed in accordance with established procedures. The ongoing investigation will be conducted with the utmost seriousness, and any necessary corrective action will be taken based on its findings, the force said. It added, "We remain dedicated to upholding public trust and ensuring that all members of the force adhere to the principles of ethical policing and respect for human rights. We ask for the public's patience as due process is followed." Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.